Hi, I am Mitanaya, and today is Wednesday, and today's date is 1st September, and I will tell about my parents today. And I have a beautiful family, and I am the younger member in my family, and. Everybody take care of my, and everybody love me also, and everybody support me in my every work. So I'm starting, and I will tell about my parents. Um, uh, um, Means I will explain about my mother, means I will tell about my mother, about my father. So I'm starting now. At first I will tell about my mother. My mother name is Mrs. Bitanaya, and she is housewife, and she is really very well lady, and she always behave with everyone very politely, and she also support me in my every work, and she also give me lot of ideas, and I get first, means my mother, when I was child, then my mother teached me everything. Means my mother was my first teacher, who teached me everything. And she always show me good way when I fall in any problem. Then she try to, then she take my problem like own. Means she always mm, give me good ideas. When I read it in school, um, when I used to go to the school, then if if when I faced any big problem, then I share it with my mother, and my mother always give me good idea. Means if I faced any good moment, or if I faced any bad moments, means I shared everything, good moments or bad moments. uh, and um, and I also want to know about my childhood. Means when I was infant child, or means when I could not walk, I could not talk properly, then what kind of mischief I did, etc. And how disturbed her, etc. Sometime she also she remember everything, but she could not tell everything properly, because I always I asked are some irrelevant questions. Means which is not possible to tell for her. And most of the time I also gossip with my mother, and I like to gossip with my mother. And and she can cook very well. She can cook a lot of delicious food. Sometimes she cooks some delicious food. Means sometimes she cooks some new dishes which she did not cook before. And um, and any, means he you can say that he is she is well, means well chef. Means if you give her any if you give her if you tell her to cook any new dishes, then she cook these dishes like her. Means like her process. At first, now everything is happening digitally, so at first, she watched this video, this recipe on YouTube. Then she cooked this recipe as her wish. Means as far as she can. And she she cook it very well. And I like to eat my mother's handmade food. And um, she is really very polite lady. Means she did not misbehave with anyone. She don't want to um, give she don't want to give any complain about anyone without any reason. And she don't want to give blame to any person. And she don't like to do quarrel. And she always I told before that she was my first teacher in my life, who teached me every day. And when I was child, then she tolerated my all mischief than everyone. Means everybody scolded me, and every means no everybody, my mother also scolded me, but sometime everybody got angry on me. And but my mother did not get angry on me. Always she tolerated my all mischief. Yes, sometime when she could cannot stop me, then she scolded me, but still uh, she never stayed angry on me. And um, and during my exam, my mother used to go with me. And always I wanted to go to give exam with my mother. Because if my mother when my mother went with used to go with me, then my I gave well exam. Means my mother when my mother used to go with me, then my mother give me courage, give me lot of strength, means mental strength. And that's why I get lot of energy, lot of mental strength from my mother. So that's why I always I liked to um give I always and my mother was my lucky champ. When she went with me for giving exam, then I gave lot of well exam than before. And why it happened I don't know, but it always happened with me. And she always try to do best for me, for everyone. And she always try to make me happy. And when I stayed upset, means when I have any confusion, or when I fall in any problem, then she get worried than me. And she always think about everyone. I did never see that she is thinking about myself. I always saw that I always see that she is thinking about my or about my brother, about my father. Means she every day she think about everyone, but she did not want to think about myself. And she also like to cook new dishes for me. I told that she always try to make me happy. So that's why she always try to do new work for me, for making me happy. And when I get angry on about anything, when I stayed upset, then my mother did don't tell anything. She just listen my every word. Means then when I express my all upsetness, or when I express my all feelings, or when I express my angriness, then she just listen every words. And when I completed everything, means when I completed my every word, then she started to tell me. She always tell me what is the right for me and what is the wrong for me. um, which is good for me and which is bad for me. She just tell these two things. And when I choose bad option, means when I If I when I choose one work, but this work is not good for me, then she force me. Sometimes she force me to do another work which is good for me. um, but most of the time she gave me opportunity for taking any decision for myself. And she never um, force me. She never she don't want to force me about anything to me. And but she always encouraged me um, in my every work. And she always she always try to protect me. um, and she also she can make me understand everything very properly. And she also understand me very properly. If I want to eat anything, then she can understand it very means she can understand that what I wanting to eat. Or when I want to say something to my mother, then she can guess that what I wanting to say to her. So that's why she also she can understand me also very well. And she is really very well lady. She always support me, always protect me, always give me good ideas. And now I will tell about my father. My father also really very honest person. And she is really very peaceful person. Means she don't like to do any quarrel with anyone. Or she don't like to be dishonest with any person. And he is really very trustful person. Means everybody can trust her. um, and she yes, sorry, i I did not tell what is his name, or what he did. Hmm. My father name is Shanat Kumar Nair. And he he is a vegetable seller. Means he did a business. So every everybody love my father, and everybody respect my father, and everybody trust my father also. um, those person trust my father. Means otherwise my father also trust everyone blindly. Means my father um, my father is able to trust everyone. Sometimes sometimes most of the people cheated with my father, but still my father believe everyone. And she always uh, teached me to believe everyone. Sorry, he always teached me to believe everyone. So and he is the guardian of our family. Means uh, he is the head of our family. He always keep notice on everything. And she don't give me fall. Means he don't he does not want to keep incomplete of my all desires. She always try to fulfill my all desires. When he cannot when he cannot fulfill my desires, then he feel sadder. He get upset than me. And he always try to do best for me. And he also love me. And when I fall when I feel upset, or when I stays worried, then he can understand me very well. That mm, when I stay upset, then I don't want to listen anyone, or don't talk with anyone properly. So that's why that's why he can understand that I have any problem. So when I have any problem, then she try to uh, help me for overcoming all problems. And she get worried than me. And he is also very protective and a very caring person. And I told before that he also don't want to quarrel with anyone. In fact, he cannot do quarrel with anyone. Uh, when I was child, then she took lot of care. Means then she feeded me, and when I was child, then I always wanted to do every work with my father. Means I wanted to get my father's help in my every work. So then my father used to feed me. And now also sometime when I stayed busy in any work, then sometime she also sorry sometime he also feeded me. And uh, and and he also helped me in sorry he also helped me uh, now in my every work also. And he also support me. He support me than everyone. He also trust me. He trust me more than everyone. And he know that I will not do any bad work. I will not do. Yes, I can do any wrong work, I can do mistake. He know, but he believe it that I can never do any bad work which will not good for any which will not which will not good for everyone. So she and when everybody if I suppose if I did a work and everybody was not means I'm wanting to say that when everybody don't want to support me, then my father support me. Means when everybody distrust me, when then my father trust me. So I have another respect on my father. Means he know me very well, which work I can do, which work I cannot do, etc.